Sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. It's been so phenomenal.
Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Qamani and this is Zach, and we are super excited to be here with you today to talk to you a little bit about some of the really cool initiatives that Ogilvy has in store.
So Q and I are here because of these initiatives. We've done the late nights, we've snowboarded the steep learning curve, and we've got the tax number to prove it. I applied for Ogilvy's graduate program 2 years ago because I did some research and I really wanted to work for the best. Most digitally integrated agency of the year in South Africa for 5 years in a row, and Bookmarks Agency of the Year for 2017. And a few lurries in the side. It's really been amazing to be a part of that movement.
I mean, Zach, being a part of a leading agency is pretty cool, but what's even better is being a part of an agency that has a direct impact on young people. Now, every year we impact over 65 young people, and in 2016, I was one of those girls. As a wet behind-the-ear strategist walking into the creative industry, diversity was one of the first things and one of the most important things that I wanted to be involved in or see, actually. And luckily, I walked into an environment that had a pretty good mix of people from all walks of life, be it culture, race, and so for me, that was diversity checked. One of my other passion points is gender equality. If you hadn't noticed, I am Black and I am female, and I believe that Black women in particular are one of the most marginalized people within the corporate space and particularly within advertising space. And it was really, really exciting for me to see and walk into a space where women were actively, and especially women of color, actively leading departments and getting their voices heard. So it was like a whoop whoop for women or girl power in that regard.
Now, Ogilvy's got 3 established talent programs. We've got short-term internships for those transitioning from high school to university and university into the workplace. We've got support for the underprivileged, and we've got the 025 graduate program. Now, to get a ship moving, you have to get wind in its sails, and every year, Ogilvy contributes 4.3 million rand to talent like us. Now, I did a quick and very relevant calculation, and that's the equivalent of 143,000 Avo toasts.
So now, one of Ogilvy's short-term internships is one that lasts for 3 months. This allows students to experience agency life firsthand and get involved in real on-the-ground projects. The programs are well-planned, they're very intense. Students get to work really hard, and it's really not a joke. You will work your ass off.
Now, in my previous internships, I did a lot of photocopying, waiting around, candy crushing, and I even had an Excel spreadsheet titled Daniel's Perfect Coffee Color Attempt 1 to try and get the coffee-milk ratio right every time. But with Ogilvy, things are different. You really get to work on live briefs.
I mean, then we have what we call Rockstars, and this is a program for young, talented people from disadvantaged communities, where they get access to quality and relevant education within the creative space. It's about more than just giving out bursaries, but it's a support system where the program strives to improve students' knowledge, their social skills, and general workplace readiness. It gives young people a complete understanding of a practical approach to growing and sustaining their careers, plus it's a fully accredited course.
Then we have 025, Ogilvy's very own graduate program. Now, that's Q's and I's stomping ground. The multi-stage application process is very intense and highly competitive. And when Luca, our managing director, phoned me about my offer, a celebratory scream slipped out of the side of my mouth in the grocery store, and I startled some shoppers. Every year, 25 candidates are chosen. We work on live pitches, briefs, and get hundreds of hours of training with industry MVPs. And out on the other end, we're tougher, smarter, and closer as a group. And most of us have picked up a coffee habit. The rotations in the program help you steer your 025 experience in your own direction. 100% of grads get jobs in the industry, and loads of us are offered permanent spots at Ogilvy. Now, Q, and I'm going to brag for her at the moment, she even won a super fancy award while she was on the program.
Thanks, Zach. So my team and I wanted to find a way to improve the literacy rates in South African primary schools. And that's how Chat to Learn was born, which was a simple WhatsApp plugin that helps young students use proper words and vocab instead of text speak. And what it would do was it would prompt, like I'd have pop-up prompts that helped with grammar, their spelling, and also added to their vocabulary. I mean, working on Chat to Learn was super exciting for us. There were lots of long nights, but it was ultimately really fulfilling. All that blood, sweat, and tears resulted in us winning a DNAD New Blood Pencil Award. And this all happened within our very first year of being perm employees at Ogilvy. So you can really just imagine the impact and how excited we were about this project.
So I'm in my first month of being permanently employed at Ogilvy, and earlier this week I was presentation lead with one of our clients. Now, being outside of your comfort zone that's where the real learning happens. And in that spirit, Ogilvy's introduced ODMA.
Now, ODMA is our digital marketing academy. It's digital training that upskills employees and deep dives into the ever-evolving world of digital. It's an interactive course that gives O&M employees digital knowledge, inspiration, but mostly practice.
Now, at Ogilvy, innovation is a big deal. So much so that we've got our own innovation labs. Physical space and mental space where we can meet, play, and learn. A place where we can collaborate and co-create. A place where the physical and the digital domain stitch into one.
And so, in wrapping up, it's been an amazing journey so far for Zach and myself. We recently welcomed 22 other graduates into the program, and we're super excited to see how they get to go on with their journey.
Now, we've made it through the paces. There have been and will be many more young, talented South Africans walking the same path. But the sentiment is that we're excited to be with Ogilvy, and we're excited for our futures with the business. So
Yay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.